With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Jackson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a
and the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Penny, a first down carry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
With the give to Rashad.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the carry, it's Jackson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
DJ Reader.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Jackson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Wilson.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Chargers.
They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Rashad Penny. Touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check back 11. Check back 11. That QB's trash. Let's go. Switch it. Switch it. 60. 60. No streak. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check back 11. Check back 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check back 11. Check back 11. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Begin. Viking 18. Cut 19. Check back 11. Check back 11.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Bengals nothing.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, check back 11. Check back 11. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hey, check back 11. Check back 11. Hey. Trap 60. Here I come.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
On the run, this is Jackson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 16, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So that'll back him up 5. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
That's what I want to see.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Los Angeles.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Check 52. Hey, 0-0-0. Let's see it.
They're going to try and run. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to Mixon on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Uchenna Nwosu on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. A 45-yard punt. For there on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Going to be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And on the slant, able to find Ayuk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Brandon Ayuk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's good for 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
36-yard line.
On second down, Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Chargers 16. Bengals 14.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start here with Jackson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
The Charger ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They run again with Jackson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second down, this is Jackson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Wilson. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
But it brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it with Penny. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here's Jackson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Check. Mike's 54. So we got man. 18 Cardinal.
Burrow looking to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Receiver, the ball carrier. Trayvon Diggs on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 1-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Burrow on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Trayvon Diggs on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Switch. 70, 10, 25, check 25.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Drew Sample, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tony Brown there on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They go play action with Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run for it with Mixon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th
and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
In this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for L.A. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now they try the right side here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Burrow will throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Come on out here. Come get it. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike six.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bengals, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.